Okay guys, today I have an AEA Challenger Bullpup. I got this rifle from Terry at Fox Air Power. I'm very happy with it, and I'm actually very surprised at what you get for the price of this little rifle. Right, so one, it has a 3600 PSI air tube. It is not regulated, but it does have a tuning knob. It is bolt action, and it comes with two 10-round magazines. Alright, so shooting some 25.4 grain Diabolo filled pellets from Air Arms, I was able to get over 1200 feet per second because I was getting a sonic crack every time I took a shot. Since then I have tuned the rifle down to the point I was no longer getting those cracks, and that's where I've set this rifle. That's where I wanted it, just below supersonic. Okay, to load the magazine, turn the rear cover all the way around. Flip the magazine over and insert the first pellet, skirt first. Turn the magazine back over and insert the rest of the pellets head first. There you go, loaded magazine. Alright, because this sucker is integrally suppressed, you actually don't need ears with it, but you still need eyes. To really actually try and test the accuracy of this guy, I am going to aim at that 9mm casing sitting on the post there. See if I can't hit it. I just hit it. Alright, so it turns out that I did have this rifle zeroed in pretty well. And apparently you can shoot a 9mm case from 7 yards with a air rifle. Alright, so I have some clays at the 50-yard gong. I'm going to be trying to hit those as well. Hit it. Alright, so that's it for the AEA Challenger Bullpup. I've got to admit, I am impressed by this gun. I was not expecting to be able to hit that 9mm casing, but I managed to pull it off, so I think at least a little bit of the credit goes to the gun on that. Things I don't like I said before, I don't like where the trigger is located physically. If it was a bit further back, I think it would be good. It's just too far away from the grip. And everyone I've handed the gun to says the same thing. The trigger is just so far away from the grip. It's like you gotta get a taxi to reach the trigger when you're gripping the rifle. It's ridiculous. After that, you cannot maintain a cheek weld while you're trying to work the bolt. Nobody I've handed the rifle to has managed to do that either. We pretty much all after the first couple of times, start taking our cheek off the cheek rest and actuating the bolt and then putting our cheek back on the cheek rest. And that can be a problem if you're trying to keep your eye on the whatever you're looking at through the scope. You're not going to be able to do that because you're going to be pulling away from the scope. So that's another thing to look into. I don't think the regular rifle would have that problem, but the bullpup definitely does. And that's more of a bullpup bolt action problem than it is an actual this particular gun problem. I got a pretty good number of shots per tube fill. It's at about 150 bar right now, just under. And I've gone through at least 5 magazines so far. So I could still continue to shoot if I wanted to, but it is starting to get into that range where you will be looking to refill soonish. You're going to notice at this point that rounds start to drop further and further until finally your zero is way off, and then it will start to fluctuate all over the place because you don't have enough oomph behind it. But still, five magazines, 50 rounds is a pretty good number of shots to be able to take before you need to look at refilling. So like I said, I got this rifle from Fox Air Power, so if you're looking for one, check them out.